Hello, and welcome, superheroes of spreadsheets and champions of school climate. Welcome to Interpreting Your School Data Using AI, as sponsored by your Digital Teaching and Learning Department or Harnett County Schools. This is a leadership guide because nothing says fun like data unless you add a little artificial intelligence and maybe some coffee. Why use AI to understand your data? Let's be honest, staff feedback can feel like reading a novel written by 50 people, all with strong feelings and zero punctuation. AI helps us sift through the drama and find the plot. Think of it as the Netflix algorithm, but for school morale and tardy slips. Now, let's look at the tools that we're going to use to help you accomplish this task. I want you to think about ChatGPT and Claude AI. ChatGPT and Claude AI. All right, leaders, here's where the magic begins. Copy and paste or attach your survey results. Pretend you didn't just solve five leadership problems in 60 seconds. Now, here's a quick PSA. There's a big difference between the free and paid versions of ChatGPT and Claude. The free versions, think of them like student interns, eager, decent, but they might need a few reminders. The paid versions, well, let's look at them as the valedictorian interns with espresso shots. ChatGPT 4 and Claude 3 Opus can handle longer inputs, give sharper insights, and craft responses as polished, so polished, you'll wonder if they've been through the Leadership Academy themselves. So if you find your AI getting a little murky in its responses, it might just be the free version saying, do you want fries with that insight? So now you should have uploaded your school survey data to ChatGPT. Here we have an example of a generation created by using ChatGPT. And the following prompt, if you look to the right of your screen, was the prompt that was used in ChatGPT to create this output. As the principal, can you provide insight as to what the staff concerns were? And also, can I support all staff based on this information? Is there outlier information? What are we doing well and where can we improve? Once you start the conversation with your chatbot, it can go on and on and on, and you can uncover much information and data as it relates to your staff. And when you come to Claude, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to open Claude.ai and you're going to upload one of your surveys and allow it to give you some insight as to what your staff, student, or parents were thinking. Here's an example of a generation using Claude.ai. And if you look to the right, the prompt was, what themes emerge from the data that will support instruction and our students? And it was providing all sorts of information. And as you can tell, the prompt was really short. It wasn't much in terms of detail, but it gave me, or it provided the foundation by which the chatbot could give me some really insightful information. Now, when it comes to using Brisk, once you've used the other two chatbots, you can take your Brisk extension and then begin to build either presentations or reports that you could then share out with your staff or even with your parents. Here are some examples of really good prompts. And the quality of your AI output or your generation depends heavily on the prompt you provide. Here are some effective prompts specifically designed for school leaders. What are the key leadership implications from the survey data? For team building, how can I improve staff morale based on this feedback? Communication, write a 2-paragraph message summarizing our SIP, School Improvement Plan, goals in plain language. Now, here's a pro tip. You can't tell anybody. This is a pro tip. Keep it to yourself. Always review and refine your AI suggestions before implementing them. Your professional judgment and knowledge of your school's context remains essential. So, in other words, you are still the professional. You are still the pulse of your school, and you know what's best, regardless of what kind of generation or output AI provides you. Now, here's the practice. I want you to choose you an AI assistant that you will use once a week. You can choose ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. Any of those are readily available and accessible through our platform. You can input your data, input a conversation or a question, and begin the routine use of your chatbot. Now, this is something we would love to see you do. What is one insight or action your AI assistant helped you uncover? And when you get the opportunity, maybe within your leadership cohort, you can share that information to continue to empower each other to use these AI tools to further grow your toolkit. AI tools are meant to enhance your leadership capabilities, not replace your professional judgment. The most effective leaders combine data driven insight with empathetic understanding of their school communities. If you have any questions or would like any further information, please do not hesitate to reach out to the Digital Teaching and Learning Department of your district. And finally, here are some prompts that you can consider your Swiss Army knife or your cheat sheet for when you have no idea what to say in an email lifesaver. These are also prompts that will make you sound wise, look prepared, and keep your inbox from becoming a black hole of despair. Feel free to copy and paste these prompts into one of your chatbots just to see what kind of generation it provides you, and then continue the conversation. We thank you and we look forward to supporting you in any way that we can, your digital teaching and learning department.